So we're here at the state capitol of the state of West Virginia, a place where construction projects begin for public buildings, right? And for public roadways. What do you have to do on those public roadways, for those public buildings? You have to get bonded, right? So it's always a big deal, right? You got to bond in order to do business. So what we have found is for years and years and years, agents have really controlled that process for their clients. We're talking about multi-million-dollar contractors, big-time companies, and really their bonding agent becomes like, they would probably divorce their spouse before they divorce their bonding agent, right? So a bonding agent has a ton of power, and that's a nice thing. There's nothing wrong with that. They're helping you out. They're helping you secure business. But when does it go a little bit too far? Our research has shown that literally it can be a spread of 0 to 35, 37% commission in those bonds. That is a big deal. That's a lot of money, and that's your money, and that's your money you have to put in the cost of the project, okay? So what do you get in return for that commission? Well, if you're buying from a really large broker, 25% of that money or 30% money probably goes to the agent, the person you value. 60, 70, 80% of that money goes to the logo that they work for, that is more often than not housed even outside of the state of West Virginia. Well, that's not doing anybody in this state any good when all that money is going somewhere else. That's not doing anybody money that they can invest back in the local community, donate to local nonprofits, whatever the case may be, or just be completely open with how much money they take home and how much that's going to increase the cost of your project. We're trying to lower projects. We're trying to increase competition. So what we want to do is be really open and transparent with that. The first step that we get to it with anybody is just looking at you, looking at your stuff, like seeing what you've got, seeing what you've bought, seeing which companies you're buying from. We find that most people will bond with one insurance company, maybe another one here and there, but they'll kind of stick going with one company, one broker, one company. Not saying there's anything wrong with that, but you need to hear all of this other information and break down the true costs of that product.